call them all text songs.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the OffBeat Sports Podcast. Today we're going to do the modern NBA point guard rankings, tier rankings. We want to let you guys know about a big announcement. We're excited to announce that we're going to now represent and support Celsius. It's a drink company. So,
Celsius drinks are here to help you stay active and focused on your goals. So be sure to look for it in your local stores and try it for yourself. Yeah, be sure to check it out. All right. So we're going to get into this. We're going to be ranking the current NBA point guards right now. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. Share.
This
can you
Peach
see
Vibe
that?
one's actually really good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the wild berry it's pretty good.
Like, I'm not just saying it for the episode. It's actually really good.
All right. Yeah, I haven't had the peach vibe one yet, but this wild berry one's good. I had the watermelon and the cola one. But so
Can you have that full screen?
Is it not full screen?
Or no?
Like that?
No. There you go.
All right. So
all right, let me just do hold on. Let me help you real quick. All right, let me make this easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the first 18 guys can go in trash.
Funny.
19 can go in superstar. And then I don't see and then the third guy to last can also go in superstar.
It's just stop. All right. So we're going to start with Ben Simmons. So my personal ranking for Ben Simmons, even though he is a Sixer and I'm not a fan, but I still put him in the all-star range. And I think he could be a superstar if he develops a jump shot. What do you think?
I'd agree with you. I think he's an all-star. If he can get a jump shot, which he sort of started to expand his range, it'll be interesting because I don't know. We don't know what Philly's going to be now, but I mean, even if he's on another team, he's an all-star caliber player. I wouldn't consider him a superstar. I think the LeBron comparisons are starting to dwindle. I don't know. I mean, I know he plays a similar style, but he's just an all-star.
He can't be a superstar until he develops a jump shot.
No, it's the same. It's a lot of the same thing with a Giannis thing. He needs a jump shot.
Yeah, so Giannis is a superstar.
I know that, but people would say he needs a jump shot.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
All right. So next we got CP3. I would put him in the all-star category as well. He had a great season. He carried that. He didn't carry, but he helped carry that team.
This is gonna sound weird, but I almost want to put him in the superstar category because hear me out. He did way more for his team this year than Ben Simmons did. So if you're gonna consider them the same, then you have to either move Ben Simmons down or move Chris Paul up.
I would. Well, I think they're in the same category, but I maybe put Ben Simmons after him.
I just think Chris Paul, that team wasn't supposed to be.
I wouldn't say he's a superstar. I wouldn't say he's a superstar because I have Dame, Steph, and Kyrie at superstar, and
yeah, I'm just saying if you're just going off of this year, I don't know. I have no problem putting him in all-star.
Yeah, so I would keep him an all-star. What do you? I mean, if you want, I'll move him up to superstar.
No, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. I'm just saying, if it was just based off these two guys, I'd put Chris Paul ahead of Ben Simmons. Just right now. I mean, obviously, it's going to decline slowly, and Ben Simmons is hopefully going to get better. But
all right. So next is Sexton.
Probably.
So I'd put him at below.
I don't put him at average.
You put him at average? I mean, I find his play to be meh. I guess average. I mean, I could agree with that. I could live with him here, but I feel like he's between these two, and unless he it really breaks out next season, I feel like he's going to start to dwindle out of his position. But
I mean,
that's just me. So I'll put him at average, but I mean,
I just think it's kind of hard because he's on a bad team. You don't really get to see his potential because he's not surrounded by a ton of talent. I think if you put him on a better team, he would, have a better season for sure.
But I mean, I feel like he should be able to since he's on a bad team, he should be able to take over more. But that's my thing. We go to Dame. So here we get Dame. I think this is a no-brainer superstar.
Superstar. I think
He's
probably
been killing it. He's been carrying the Blazers for years. He's basically one of the only reasons they made the playoffs this year. And I think you need to put him up there. He's among the best in the league, and he's been playing phenomenal. So
I think you could argue him for being the best point guard in the league this year.
well,
sure.
this year because Steph's been hurt, but
yeah, that's why I said this year. I think
yeah.
I think he's great. He's carried that team. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's definitely the best point guard this year.
Superstar.
Okay.
D'Lo. I mean, I think we're both going to say all-star, right?
I have him above average. I wouldn't put him at the all-star level yet. He didn't really do as much as he should have in Golden State. He had a great year. He had a great year in Brooklyn. He had a pretty good stint like with the Timberwolves towards the end, but I just go overall he was above average. He was definitely not an all-star.
This is just based off of this season, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if we were basing it off of like just overall.
And like overall, like player talent, they've proven Steph and Kyrie have proven they're superstars. So you can't put them at average because they didn't play as much and they like this year. But
that's why I'm trying to say D'Lo might be all-star because he was an all-star.
But he was an all-star once.
Yeah, but I mean Ben Simmons has only been an all-star like twice
out of 3 years.
Okay, but I mean D'Lo carried that team last year.
Okay, yeah, but he didn't do much this year.
I mean, he got traded halfway through, and he was.
Do you really think he's all-star?
I don't know. I mean, you can leave him at above average, or you can put him at all-star.
I would say he's above average. I think he's definitely not average. He's definitely like one of the better point guards.
Here, hold on. Let me try to make it so I know we're not at this player yet. But Eric Bledsoe, I feel like we're both going to put him at above average, and I think D'Lo is way better than Drew Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe. Oh my god. I mean, no, I have Eric Bledsoe at average. I would not say he's an above average point guard, but
all right, we'll get there. Move on.
De'Aaron Fox, I would say average. I feel like he's shown flashes, and everyone keeps saying he's going to turn into something, but he hasn't really taken that next step. Even though he has been pretty good for the Kings, and his speed is unmatched. I think he's probably one of the better averages. And
you could argue him for above average for the season he had last year and this year, but
I don't think he's taken it to that next level yet. He's shown like flashes of it where you definitely like, all right.
Well, the problem is he's just on such a bad organization. It doesn't really help, but
yeah, but
they're just such a shit show. But like,
yeah.
I'd consider him maybe above average. It depends on who you ask.
So this is the Mavericks guy. Oh, what's his name?
Wright.
Yeah, this is DeLon Wright. I think.
Why? I thought they had.
Okay, well, this is Jalen Brunson. He comes off the bench.
Oh, he should start. I'd say a below average.
Luka technically plays point guard, but we're not going to go there. This is just the thing that this.
It's just by pack. It's just pure positional. I get it.
Yeah,
so I think below average.
Yeah, he's below average. Like he's fine. He's serviceable.
I'm not even going to pretend that I've watched a ton of him this year. Yeah. I didn't even know he was their starting point guard. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
I literally.
He's definitely not at the average. Like he's definitely not at Sexton's level. Like at least Sexton and Fox are like. He's just serviceable because they don't need a star point guard right now. They have Luka and Kristaps doing it all.
I mean, I literally didn't know he was their starter, so I'm not gonna pretend.
I think he started some of the games. I don't think he started all the games.
Probably not.
I think he was just their general point guard.
I just know Brunson's pretty good, so I was surprised.
Yeah, this one, I say Dennis Smith Jr. He's been trash. He literally can't even get minutes on the Knicks, and I think.
I guess he's trash. If you talk about his whole career so far, he's just been. I think he had a good stint.
Career, I would have him up here, but right now, barely getting minutes on the Knicks, trash.
D Rose, I'd put him above average.
Oh, I have him average.
I'd have him above average.
But that's his career. Like this year, he played serviceable. I think he's comparable to these two. With the season he's had.
I don't know his stats. I'd have to look.
I think he's been like he's good. Like he's still good. I don't think he had the year he was supposed to. So I think so.
18. I'd call him above average.
Where do you see 18? Oh yeah, 18 points per game. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good. Five assists.
30% from three, 52% from the field, 87% from the free throw line. I'd call it above average.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't know he was scoring that much, but yeah, I would put him here.
And then, so what do we got next? We
well,
have
no, that's making me change my mind about Fox, De'Aaron Fox. Shit, I can't type. De'Aaron Fox stats. I think that's making me question whether
16.
Yeah, he averaged 21.
See, like that's why I was saying I think the De'Aaron's probably above average too.
I don't know. I just feel like you can't add. Compared to other point guards, I would consider him average.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess
I just think he's on
a
bad. I just think he's on a bad team. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I think
I'll upgrade him there.
I don't think Colin Sexton deserves to be there. I think Colin Sexton averaged like a pretty good amount of points this year. He was probably I think he was the top.
He's definitely an average point guard.
I don't think he's like amazing. I think he was probably one of the top scorers on the Cavs, but the Cavs are so bad. Like at least Buddy Hield like is on the Kings, so it's like De'Aaron Fox does have to share the ball with some players. It's not like he just gets all the shots. So it's like at least his points
I'll look, but it'd have to be 20.8. I mean, you can't always look at points, but I still think he's an average point guard.
I don't think so. I think I
wouldn't put him at the level of. I wouldn't put him at the level of these three. That's
I wouldn't. Saying. No, I wouldn't either.
Derek White, I think he's average. I think
average. He's all right.
He's decent for the Spurs.
Yeah. Augustine.
I'd put him below. I'd put him below average. Probably more.
I'd probably put him at check his stats because I don't know his stats. We know the guys we know, and he's a guy that's always just been kind of there. I mean, he's always been just kind of okay.
I mean,
10 points.
Yeah, below. He's average. I would put him average or below average. I mean, I'd put him below average. I mean,
I'd put Eric Bledsoe. I'd put Eric Bledsoe at the front of average, maybe the middle.
I would put him there. I mean, he's he's serviceable for the Bucks, but I definitely wouldn't put him as an above average point guard. He's more just like a role player for them.
Goran Dragic, above average.
All right, hold on. Above average in the playoffs.
No, he was literally their leading scorer. Like
he was above average in the playoffs. But you got to remember he only started like 2 games during the season.
That doesn't make him bad.
He was technically a backup. I would put him. He's definitely the back end of above average. Yeah, I'll give you the above average, but I mean, I think he's definitely tail end.
I mean, this year he averaged 16 points on 44% with 3 rebounds and 5 assists. And he played 59 games.
How many points?
16.2.
Okay, I'll give you the back of the above average.
But I think it's tough because so think about it. You'll agree with me on this. Sexton's 20 points mean less than Goran's 16 because Goran has to share the ball with Hero, Duncan Robinson.
100%.
Adebayo, Jimmy Butler.
And that's why I have trouble putting De'Aaron Fox as an above average point guard.
Yeah, I just think. I mean,
I also have trouble with putting Derrick Rose as.
I guess when you compare those, I would say Goran's more valuable than those two right now, because of what he does on that team. So that's why I would agree with you to be able to move probably Derrick Rose down to average. I don't know if I'd move Buddy Hield down.
That's not.
I meant De'Aaron Fox. But we can go over it at the end. Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray. I think I would not put him. I would put him all-star.
I would love Jamal Murray.
Again, he's not a superstar. I would put him above Ben Simmons, behind Chris Paul, but
Well, I think the playoffs were a big thing for him this year. So
Yeah, like, playoffs are obviously, but you can't always count. You got to remember the season too. I mean, even though it felt like so long ago, but yeah, John Morant, I would put him at above average right now. Probably
bro,
like,
what? He carried that Memphis team.
was he an All Star this year? No, he was not.
Was Jamal Murray?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, anyway, but then you also put playoffs into perspective. It's a mix, but obviously, like,
I mean, I'm just thinking Ja was rookie of the year.
yeah, but he's had one pretty good year. Like,
Okay, fine. But would you put Ja above D'Lo?
I don't know.
Because I would.
I would.
This year.
Yeah, I found D'Lo to be fairly disappointing this year, but he played well. But
I think it was tough because he was on a bad team and then he got traded to a bad team. So
he's
it's
on
not
a
like
bad team last year and led them to the playoffs.
but I don't know. He had such like a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Um,
Jeff Teague, I would put him
below average.
He just hasn't been good since the Hawks.
I mean, he's back on the Hawks.
He's been serviceable.
So,
I mean, like, since his like good Hawks days.
So
All right,
imagine doing John Wall.
All right, so just wanted to announce that we are now powered by Drink True. Be sure to go check out the link in our bio and use your code OffBeat for 20% off your order. Yeah.
Their products are naturally formulated to help you feel good and perform better. They're based out of Boston, and so look for Drink True in all of our upcoming videos, and they can be found at drinktrue.com, Amazon, and select locations. So
yeah,
we're excited to be working with them.
Yeah,
great company, Boston company. So it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I guess we'll go back to the rankings now. So
John Wall, he didn't even play this year, so it's like I don't even know.
This one's tough, but
I don't even know if I want to.
I would still say he's above average point guard.
I guess so. I mean, I would put him at all-star if we're really going there.
But I guess you can only put him so high. Like,
I know, but like I'm saying, like, if we're gonna go there and we have to put John Wall, we kind of have to just base it off of his career. So I'm kind of just thinking about all-star.
You have to kind of like think of how he would have played this year, and I think he would have been above average. He wouldn't have been an all-star this year.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think he would have.
I don't know. I mean, with the breakout of Bradley Beal, you'd think like maybe John Wall would have helped and maybe made an all-star. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Kemba, I think we can agree he's an all-star. I wouldn't put him any higher.
I'd put him above Ben Simmons. I would put him behind Jamal Murray though.
Above Ben Simmons? I hate to be that guy, but I just think I'll do it. I think I don't know. I think Ben Simmons is a really good player, and I hate saying this as a Celtics fan because I hate the Sixers with a burning passion, but he's a good player. He's just got to get it out of his head and can develop a jump shot because he'd be so nasty if he had a jump shot. But yeah, I'll deal with that. And then
the problem with me with Ben Simmons is he's more of a point forward than he is a point guard.
Yeah,
like.
I actually have a hard time putting him. I have a hard time putting him at the point guard position to begin with, but
yeah, exactly. That's why I'm kind of like it's tough. Like he's an all-star, but I wouldn't consider him an all-star point guard. Like yes, he runs the point for them sorta, but like I still see him as a power forward. The dude's 6'10". Like yeah, LeBron plays some point guard for them too, but I don't see LeBron as a point guard. I see LeBron as a small
you also
forward.
you don't see a Kemba covering Ben Simmons. So like
exactly, and it's same thing with like Luka, like. Yeah, or like James Harden or any of those guys that play point guard, but they're out of position. Like, I don't see them as a point guard. I just see them as a guy that facilitates the offense for their team. That doesn't make them a point guard.
It's also kind of annoying that Ben Simmons is like, I'm a point guard now. Like,
well, it's like annoying because it's like they facilitate the offense for their team. That's fine. That doesn't make you a point guard. Like Bam Adebayo brings the ball for the Heat all the time. I don't consider Bam Adebayo a point guard.
Yeah, we used to have Al Horford as our as our top of the key guy.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's why it's tough for me. Like yes, Ben Simmons plays like a point guard. He's the most point guard, point forward that you're going to find outside of maybe LeBron because of his passing ability. But like, I don't consider LeBron a point guard. I consider him a small forward. So stuff.
Right.
All-star.
Lowry all-star. I would put him higher than Kemba.
This year, yeah.
Kyle Lowry's been great.
Kemba kind of disappointed me this year.
I don't like him as a Raptors player, or because he's on the Raptors, but I have a lot of respect for his game.
I'd love him if he was on
Other than the fact that he cries about everything.
I think it's like he's a guy that you hate because he's not on your team.
Yeah, and I don't like how
It's like Marcus Smart though. It's the same thing. We all love Marcus Smart, but if he was on another team, I would hate Marcus Smart. Like if he wasn't drafted here, I'd hate him. I think he's so annoying because he's not because he's from now he's here in Boston. We love him just because of the way he plays. Kyrie's a superstar, but I hate him.
So yeah, he's obviously a superstar. I wouldn't put him over Dame, but he's a superstar. As much as it pains me, this pains me. But I mean, if this is this is just based on like talent, skill, and ability to play basketball. So I would put him as superstar. Not locker room behavior. Or leadership. So I think we just leave him there and don't even get me started on him.
I'd say Lonzo's average. I'm not going to give him above average or below.
I would put him below. I don't think he's average. He's shooting bricks.
He's average.
He's shooting bricks. He's been so disappointing. I would have put him at the top of the below average, but I would not put him as an average point guard.
All right.
I would take any of these three guys over him.
I don't know.
I would take Sexton.
White.
I would take him Sexton, Bledsoe, and Derek White over Lonzo right now.
I just think Lonzo's a really good athlete, so I'd kind of like.
Yeah, but he's just.
I like his potential.
He has
Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon's above average for me.
Above average? No, he's average.
Look up his stats, bro.
I would put him there.
Look up his stats.
Um, 16.5 points per game.
Yeah, but what are his numbers? What are his shooting numbers? I bet he was like 50, 40, 90.
Free throws, 89. Field goals, 48. And 3-point is 32.
Yeah, he had an off season. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll average.
I put him like around here, and that's probably where I put him.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I thought he had a better season. Mike Conley was so trash this year, bro. I mean, below average, but like he was trash.
I would put him as average, but I would put him like here. You also got to think he's not leading a team by himself anymore, so he doesn't have to do as much.
That's the same thing with Kemba. I think that's why I was disappointed with Kemba.
I would also take Mike Conley over any of these guys. But I would say he's an average point guard.
Pat Bev, average.
Yeah, I guess.
But I'm only saying that because I'm judging it on both sides of the ball. Like he's a good defender.
But I feel like he's mostly hype and talk, and he's just less of everything else.
I mean, like, or you could put him at the high end of below average, but he's not better than Lonzo in my opinion. I
would put him here personally.
Like I think he's good. I think he's a good defender. It's the same thing that some people would say about Marcus Smart.
He's a decent defender. No, he is Marcus Smart's antics without all the stuff to back it up.
Rondo's
I'd put him at average.
I'd put him at like behind Bledsoe, above Derek White maybe. Just because of what he brings. Just because of what he brings you.
That's probably where I'd put him too.
Just because of what he brings you in the postseason. Like he's not the best. He's not the best player. He's not going to bring you points every night, but he's a team contributor and stuff. Who's there? Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson.
I don't even know what he did this year because I know he got traded to the Clippers, but
I think he was better than Pat Bev on the Clippers. Not to mention,
I don't know what his stats were, but I mean, like it's kind of tough though because
I think he was. I'd put him as better than Pat Bev.
Better than Pat Bev.
9.5 in the Clippers, but you have to take into consideration everything everybody is playing with, and about 15 on the Pistons. So I'd probably put him
fine. He's been fine.
I'd put him here. I think that's pretty good. Ricky Rubio,
average.
I would put him average. I'd put him here probably. He played well this year, and he really well. He helped. He He played in the bubble, right? Yeah, he helped in the bubble.
He went 8-0, so yeah.
Yeah, so I would put him there.
Can I just say before you rank this, before you give your ranking,
Yeah.
you're gonna hate on me for this, but I think Russell Westbrook's a superstar. You're probably gonna put him as an all-star in your opinion, but I
Yeah.
think he just
I
had
have him like here.
nah. I have him above Kyle Lowry, if anything.
Yeah, but all right. Yeah, but I don't think he's at these two levels. I didn't mean to.
I mean, I don't know. I think he brings
Maybe I think he's better than him, not better than him. I don't think he's at their level. Maybe he might be better than Chris Paul.
I
But
think
this
he's
season, I would leave him there.
I don't think Jamal Murray had a better season overall than Russell Westbrook. I just think
I would put Westbrook there.
I just think his postseason was better. Dinwiddie above average.
Yeah, that's I'd probably put him like here.
Back end of above average. Steph
Yeah.
Curry, obviously.
That's obviously.
I'd have to put him behind
this
Dame,
season here, but overall I think there.
but I'm
just
putting him
based
behind
on-
Dame right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Based on this season only,
If I
like
could make,
next season he should be there. He'll probably be there.
If I could just do like a big gap between him and Kyrie on that screen, I would.
A healthy Curry is easily here. But
I think him and Dame are just like I think they're close.
I think they're in a league of their own. I think he's kind of like in the middle, or like in the middle between these two, like tiers. Well, they're on their own, but I'm not gonna go there.
Terror's probably average.
Yeah, I'd put him as average, probably around here. If I had, yeah, I'd probably put him here. Setoransky, trash.
Trae Young is an all-star.
Trae Young's all-star, probably here.
He averaged 30 points a game, but like he's on the Hawks.
Yeah, so I wouldn't put him at any of these players. Like I wouldn't put him above any of them, but he's definitely here. Yeah, so that's our rankings.
I mean,
do you want to post? I think we can post these on the Instagram in a couple days. But I think I don't know if you have any final points, but I think this is personally where I put around where I put them all. I had a little bit different when I created mine earlier, but
I'm thinking
you convinced me on a couple.
I'm thinking
What do you think? Are you having trouble?
I really want to move DeLon Wright to like trash. Cause I just like
I would put him like here.
Like I don't really see I think he's all right. And then I think
DeLon, right?
Like maybe I'm wrong, but like I just don't think he's that good.
I don't think he's that.
He averaged 7 points a game.
Yeah, but you also think he's not touching the ball that much. Yeah, all right. I wouldn't put him I would put him here below average. Yeah, fine. Well, how much is Jeff T?
This is the thing. You're playing with two superstars. I know that you're not going to get yours. 13.
That's like how much did Rondo average?
Oh,
Minnesota 13 and 7. So this year he averaged
10, 11.
This year, yeah, 10. Yeah. So he's definitely tail end here. But like if you think about it, like then what did Rondo average? Rondo played with a bunch of superstars.
Yeah, but look at what Rondo does for that team.
But you even said it yourself, like he's averaging 8 or like 7.
But I'm talking about okay. This is the thing.
You have him. We have him up here.
This is the thing. Yes, what Rondo brings to that team with those 7 points is much more valuable than what DeLon Wright brings to that Mavericks team with his 7 points, and we both know.
I know. I got that, but I just think, yeah.
Okay,
all right, I'm fine with that.
Maybe not trash, but that very back of below average, and then.
All right, I'm fine with that.
And then, I think. I don't know. I think like. I really think Ja Morant's like an all-star, dude. Like
he literally wasn't an all-star. you can't put him at an all-star
Neither
level
was
if he's
Jamal.
never. But Jamal Murray is considered an all-star in the league.
I don't know, dude. John Morant was carrying that team all year. That's all. I mean, like, I get why you're saying no because he wasn't actually an all-star, but
I don't know. I consider Jamal Murray. Actually, I don't even think Jamal Murray's better than Lowry or Kemba, but I would
I'd
put
put him in
Jamal
the
Murray
middle
in
of
the
them. I'd put him in the middle of them, maybe.
Do you think he's better than Kemba?
This year, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably put him.
Kemba was kind of disappointing. Like, this is a kind of an off-topic thing, but like,
No, I don't think he wasn't disappointing. He averaged over 20 a game with four superstars.
No, I know, but it's just like, in my mind, you think you're getting Kemba from, do you know what I mean? And then you don't.
What did he go
really
down? Kemba's stats didn't go down all that much.
No, I know, but it's just like he just didn't.
He had zero playoff experience. Like,
no, I'm not mad about.
He
the
went
playoff.
from 25. He went from 25 to 20.
No, I'm not like thinking he was bad. It's just like it's tough because I didn't watch him all that much when he was in Charlotte because Charlotte blows, and then you just saw these highlights. So then when he comes here, it's like it's just like any superstar. It's like you just want to razzle dazzle all the time, but it just doesn't work like that.
But they figured it out. They played well this year. They exceeded expectations. They made Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't know if they exceeded expectations, dude.
They exceeded expectations. Everybody at the beginning of the season, nobody thought they were going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I definitely thought they were going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I did because I'm like a psychotic Celtics fan, but
no,
analysts especially going into the bubble,
healthy Gordon, and they had Time Lord. Marcus
going
Smart.
into the bubble, they were not supposed to make the Eastern Conference Finals. They exceeded expectations. They were supposed to lose to the Raptors. They did.
I mean, like they almost did, but.
And I don't know. I just think. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. But all right, I think that just about wraps up the ranks for that. So yeah.
All right. So yeah. Hey, thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to go check out the links in our bio for Celsius and Drink True. Yeah. So be sure to go check them out. Thank you everyone for watching. We hope
be sure to use the code OffBeat at Drink True for 20% off.
Yeah, and we hope to be making some more of these tier videos. And we just got accepted onto Apple Podcasts, so be sure to go subscribe to that. Mostly our older videos and interviews on there, so you can go rewatch those or re-listen to those. So
you can find it on the iTunes store or I think the podcast app.
Yeah, the Apple Podcast app. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and go follow us on Instagram at @offbeat_sports. See ya.
Call them all text songs.